Hope everyone is having a fabulous day. Going to get into some current energy, if you know what I mean. What is hitting the ether today? I had a whole bunch of 13s show up today. 13, 13, 13. So, you know me, I love the number 13. Sometimes I concentrate on how the camera looks just way too much. I don't care about the quality. I have this beautiful Ryan Adams song in my head right now, and it's just such a good song. Oh, he's like serenading me in my head right now. Sorry, I just hit that. Oh, it's called Wildflowers. That's the song in my head right now. By Ryan Adams, Wildflowers. It's such a good song. Just leave it alone. Always remember, for entertainment purposes only, the shoe fits wear. If it doesn't, discard it. Picking up all the energy today I can for those who truly need it. And if anybody wants a personal personal reading, personal message, whatever, you can message me. I'm going to leave that in the description box below. Oh, I have to get this song out of my head. Oh, okay. I don't know who's in the chat. Rock on. But somebody is cursed. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. All of a sudden I was like, Whitney, really laughing? But I mean, I just know what it's like. So I guess you can laugh if you're one of the people who is cursed already. What's going on outdoors? Yeah, well, pick up. I don't know. This is going to be for whoever is in the chat. Maybe. No. Okay. We got the robots in here. Awesome. All right. Hey, just remember, you might be going from chat to chat to chat, but just remember, sometimes your energy actually gets picked up. All right. Little robots all over the shithole. All right. Come on here. That's how energy works. This could be one of y'all messages. I wouldn't be messing around there, Geek Squad, all right? This could be one of your messages before you leave with your whole Doom Squad to go somewhere else. Somebody is cursed. And look at a computer screen, too, so maybe it is one of you guys. This isn't a bot. If you guys came in with 14 of you, I'm pretty sure that's a bot. Nobody just comes in with 14 people and is not a robot, so come on. Might have been not born yesterday. Bruh. Conrad. Look at you guys are already fucking with the energy. It's probably what you want to do. But like I said, just be careful because sometimes dreams do come true. Messing around with psychics gonna get you screwed. You know what I mean? Okay, so we've got curse. Literally, that's the ring. You know that shit she like comes out of the fucking TV and shit. It looks like it looks like a computer screen because it looks like what she's crawling on is the computer board, but it's not. I don't really get why they did the carpet that way, but I don't know. Anyways. Okay, so somebody is acting like a child, and I think it has a little bit to do with this curse, okay? It's like somebody trying to trick somebody, and, you know, it could be like a relationship where one of the spouses acts like a child all the time, and they always get their own way by acting like this child, but they say that it's love. And you know what? Honestly, I was thinking about this chick today that my sister used to hang out with, because she comes to my psyche sometimes, or like she'll come into my dreams, and she's always got this like pouty look on her. And finally I said to her, I'm like, yo, you are so ugly with that pouty look on your face. Like, you gotta understand, like, you're an adult. Stop pouting. Stop running to the corner and expecting somebody to come and run after you and make sure you're okay. If you're a grown ass person, which obviously you are if you're watching this video, and you're over the age of fucking 3 years old, then no poutiness should ever occur for somebody to actually respond to it. But they do, right? Spouses do that. What is this card getting my attention here? Genius. Yo, go fucking figure, right? This person thinks they're a genius. They think they're a genius. And what it is they're cursed. Okay, they're cursed. That's all it is. Cursed to act like a child and like temper tantrums if they don't get their own way. And then they trick you into hurting you. And then they say, well, I love you. And then all your instincts go to them to protect them. And it's weird, because I met this guy once who said when he met his significant other, who he was with for a long time, he said he didn't want to date her for a while, and he felt like he was forcing it. And then all of a sudden he said, it was like I felt I had to protect her. And her family comes from like generational money. And when he said that, it triggered something in me. And I went, okay, like, oh, I don't really think I ever talked to him about it, but I talked to myself about it. And I kind of said to myself, like, wow, if he went from not wanting to date her to all of a sudden wanting to protect her in every single way, I feel like that was a spell. Right? And considering her family comes from money, never underestimate the people who do black magic, because you think, well, they're a well-off family. Everybody knows them, right? There's no way that they could possibly do anything sinister or dark or magic. But honestly, there are, and I'm going to say this, a lot of women who put spells on their husbands and on their partners to get them to make more money. It's always about more money, right? More money, more money, more money. And they will get their spouse to go out and make them ever how much money they need, even though their generational inheritance will keep them satisfied forever. But they have to watch their spouse work. Okay, it's very important that that spouse does not get a day off, does not get to rest, does not get to, fill himself up with anything he needs. Because if she needs something, anything at all, he has to do it immediately. Okay? And that's what you call a curse. Okay, that's what you call a curse, because it shows up as like kind of like abusive. And what is abuse over time? Like brainwashing witchcraft. Okay, basically, right? It's just people don't believe in the craft as much as what they're fucking going around spitting at people. And it's like, you have no idea that you just said some generational curse to somebody's face because they cut in line and you don't like it and you're hungry. It's very dangerous. Okay, words are very dangerous. The look in your eye is very dangerous. Anything you do, okay, can cause a storm. It just depends how angry you are that day, or how like built up you are, how much you know and how much you don't know. Because the less you know about the things you can do and the more wild up and pissed off you get, the more you will create so much bad karma for yourself because of what you're doing to other people, not even knowing it. I don't really read about archetypes, Kurt, to be honest, but I don't know much about physics, but I mean, I know that people that read a lot absorb a lot of that in. Yes, exactly. They know what they're doing, okay? They know what they're doing. Put it that way. I don't know. That's hard. That's really tricky for me to answer. How do you know how to cast a spell? Well, for one, it's not something you know. It's something that you feel. It's just, It's like a knowing, but it's not, do I know what's up? Of course it is. The thing is that you had to believe in something that you can't see before it ever shows anything to you whatsoever. If you don't believe in it, then you can say your shit all you want and it's always going to hurt you. But if you believe in it and you put like heart behind it, and you, like, a spell can be anything. There's not a book out there, which, I mean, there's hundreds and thousands of books that people have written, but in my mind, as a creator, I don't ever look at somebody else's spells and go, oh, that's a great one to use. That's a great one to use. That's a great one to say. I will always switch it. So if you want to do something for yourself, the only spells that anybody should be casting is like for abundance, for direction, to know where to go with a relationship, to get advice, right? To get through something. Magic is all to help you. It's never to discard somebody else or hurt somebody else or cast your shadow on somebody. It's never, magic is not like that. Magic is so far from what you see these little bitty witches do and shit that have this like beginner power. And then if they use it for bad, which I heard in the shower the other day. So somebody thought one of my snakes was dead because I haven't put her up on camera for a while. And I heard this dialogue go, well, I killed a snake to kill your snake, which means she hired a witch to decapitate a snake, okay, as a spell to kill my snake. And it did not work. Okay, she thought it worked because she hadn't seen the snake in a while. But what she doesn't realize is that snakes go through shed. Snakes go through time of growth. They need to be on their own sometimes, and they don't want anybody to touch them, and they don't want anybody around them. You have to respect your animal. And when you do, that requires a long time of solitude on your animal's part to be left alone. Doesn't always want to be in your face being fucked around with. So because I left her out of camera, this witch thought she did something, and really she didn't. It's almost like if you give the spell power, it will come alive. So if she had a witch out there, cast a curse on my snake, decapitate one to come and kill mine, I would have to start believing that my snake was evil, that I didn't want it anymore, that I hated it, in order to create the spell that she wanted to come into my life. Now, that is evil witchcraft. That is whatever witch she hired to do this so-called spell casting will herself lose somebody either by decapitation, or she will just lose everything regardless. You cannot cast shit on people. And honestly, to be real, the only way that you know your magic is working is to do magic for yourself and watch it happen. If you and also don't concentrate on it. If you put something out in the universe that you want to happen, don't sit there and study it every day. You have to let it out to the universe and then go about your business, creating whatever it is that you want to create and leaving that project so it can grow and the universe can do what it wants to do. And then the spell takes manifestation in 3D. But it only takes manifestation in 3D once it goes through what you consider like a filter, right? Through the unconsciousness of like how you create magic in this world where almost like I feel like where ghosts are, you know, kind of in that realm, because I can see a lot of ghosts when I go into that realm. So I don't really know what the hell it is. Actually, you know, if you've seen Insidious, he goes into that realm. Because I'm getting that scene now. He goes into that realm to get his son back. It can be a very dark place. It just depends what you're doing. So if it is a dark place that this person's working, any spell, they can make any spell happen and it'll fuck you. And that's why when you want to do spells, I don't even do spells. The only spells I do are protection spells, abundance spells, sometimes prosperity spells, and it usually is just for creation. It's just for something for me to open up in my mind that I know is in the back there. I never curse people. I wouldn't even consider it. I wouldn't even actually, there are so much black magic that comes out on me, and the shit that comes through as what people are saying and doing against me, I think to myself, like, I wouldn't even have thought of that. Like, I wouldn't even have thought of that to hurt even my biggest enemies out there. My biggest enemies, I want them watching me. I want them to see. They think I fail. They think I'm not getting 1,000 views, or they think that something's going on. I want them laughing at me. I want them sitting at home taking interest in all of my life, trying to ruin me, because the more they do that, the more I succeed. I'll work against their spells. But if I didn't like myself, their spells would manifest and actually create substance in my life that would abuse me. So, like, whatever this person did, whatever people do when they curse you, it's kept somebody in a relationship loving somebody that needed to leave a long time ago. And that's why when people are doing black magic, even like, I mean, this honestly, the person that I was talking to about before, who said all of a sudden he had this like instinct to protect her, I feel like her mother did something. I feel like it's the mothers, it's the women, right? And women tend to all be witches. And it just depends how many, especially if a woman is born and has a sister, she'll get so much more witchcraft and witchery inside of her. And it's just like, it's like, I would say like one in every other girl is a witch. The men, they come out completely different. Their magic and shit, I think, comes out a little bit later. But girls know how to do shit at a very young age. Like, we can start casting magic on the fucking playground and we're 4 years old. We have no idea what we're doing. Okay, so how do you cast a spell? How do you not cast a spell is really the answer, because you can cast a spell doing anything. You can cast a spell making your macaroni and cheese. You can cast a spell doing anything. It's just whether or not you actually believe that you're doing something, because if you don't, it will fuck you. Okay, just like this. Whoever did this to somebody who is in the chat, I don't know who it is, but whoever did this, put a curse on you. The thing is I feel like one of the things that you can do, which really is beneficial to cleansing your temple, is go into the shower. You can take Epsom salts. You can take fucking Malden salt. You can take table salt. Fucking take whatever salt you've got in your goddamn house, okay? Put it in your hand. And when you're in the shower, who gives a shit if it goes everywhere anyways? Put that shit in your hand, okay? Fold your hand up like this and hold it over your head and let the shower water come down. Okay, as the shower water comes down, it's going to wash all that salt all over you. Anything that was being held against you, anything that was being done, anything that was a spell against you or something that was against you, okay, that salt will clean your whole temple and clear it all. And you can probably, I would say, do that back to back 3 days in a row, boom, boom, boom. And like, let that salt just sit in the shower for a while. And I mean, use your third eye, close your eyes and picture this nasty black energy leaving you. Okay, picture it leaving you. And like a vapor or smoke or however way you use your third eye, if you know how to do it, okay? Picture all this stuff leaving you and then do it again the next day. Picture all this stuff leaving you. Hold the salt over your head. Then do it one more time. Do it a third time. By the third night into the fourth day, your physical appearance should look different if this is you. You will see either your face appears brighter. You might, at this point, even look gray right now, and you think, oh, it's the winter, I'm not getting any sun. No, that doesn't mean you turn gray. Okay, gray is a curse. Gray means death is coming over you. And this one time, I was eating mushrooms. I bought a lot of mushrooms one summer, like I think a pound or something. So I was like pretty much eating mushrooms every day for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was insane. So, and one of the very first times I did it, I don't look in the mirror or anything, like, Jesus, not on mushrooms. But I went and I looked at the mirror and I was gray. I was gray from head to toe. I couldn't believe it. This was years ago. I was like, I think I'm fucking dead. Like, I look dead. And then, I mean, I did my own shit, did a couple of weeks, whatever, looked in the mirror again, and I look completely different than the deadness that was me at one point. Okay, so you can shed these types of things really quickly. It's just, if it is you, you will physically notice an appearance difference. If it's not you, then, I mean, it's not you. I don't know. It's somebody in this chat. I don't know who the fuck it is, but it's somebody who's got a nasty spell on them, like a spell that goes to other people. You know, it's like fucking AIDS. You know, as soon as they touch somebody, kind of like fallen, you know, they give them that. It's like the old man curse, you know, which I know is around. It makes you like start to even smell dead, and you'll start drinking way too much, and you'll just start being an old man, you know, like angry and greasy and fucking. I might be a little bit behind on the chat. I don't know why. Suddenly my internet just, I think it's the live. I'm like a couple seconds ahead of you guys, like 10 seconds ahead of you guys or something. And it looks like there's a delay. But I don't like looking at myself when I do these kinds of things. And I feel like there's a delay. So I don't know why. Why the delay? I feel like this is a message. Something could be delayed. It's supposed to come in for you and it just hasn't come in for you. These are not the right cards. I'm going to do this one. Somebody in the chat is delayed. Emotional as fuck. Look at that card came out instantly. Emotional as fuck. Yeah, because they're delayed on talking to you because they're emotional about something. Get over it. Sorry, I know. It's probably your people. I don't mean to be so harsh. And I'm really not harsh. I just wish that people would just say what they want to say instead of holding it back and getting so emotional when they can just say it and release it and not have to hold it back. And they hold things back. And then they're like, oh, well, it's been 5 months. I still haven't said it, so I might as well just walk away now. They're staged. Okay, that doesn't look good. That means somebody has staged an emotional breakdown. The Blair Witch card? Lightning with the moon. I almost feel like this is an energy of somebody around you that, I mean, for one, I think they've seen the Blair Witch Project way too many times. And for another, I think when shit hits the fan, when stuff happens, they go straight to emotional as a staged reaction. So then they don't have to do something. Which is like narcissistic tendencies. Here we go. We bring up a lot of narcissists on. Hey, Adam. What's going on, man? Are you still wondering about this girl, Adam? Come on, man. The one who robbed you? Or broke up with you the day before Christmas? Come on. We're not still talking about her, are we, Adam? Oh, jeez. There's dreams. Oh, come on, man. There's so many other fish in the sea. Why? Why are you on this one ex? She's so mean to you. Oh, Adam. You need to book a reading with me, man. Maybe you're broke. I don't know. You need to email me. You tell me what you can afford. And I think we need to talk, okay, buddy? Even if it's $20. It's donation only. I think we need to talk about this ex, okay? Once and for all, Adam. I know. I had a feeling you were broke. I know. Well, you know what? You just keep asking, and I bet you one of the messages when that universe tells you something, you have to listen. You can't just because you don't like the answer try to change it, okay, buddy? You gotta hear what the universe is telling you, okay? You really do. I mean, you really gotta hear it this time, okay? Because maybe the message is going to come in. If you hang 10, you might get your message in this reading. And then trust me. Okay, here we go. All right. I know you know, buddy. Okay, here we go. Here's the 4-leaf clover. Okay, so this isn't looking good. The thing is that this person gets really lucky when they get emotional because you can't see what they're doing when they get emotional like that. Okay, so what I'm getting is this woman goes out, spends money, you say something to her, and she goes, well, I was raped as a child. You know how I am. I swear to fucking God, if that's what this bitch is saying, it's a fucking lie, okay? And I'm sorry, even if it's not a lie, even if she is telling the truth, I was raped, I was this, I was that, you cannot physically go out and do something, knowing you're doing it, and then say, it's because you were raped, or because you were hurt, or because you were heartbroken, or because you had a bad day, or because somebody fucking took your parking spot. Okay, like that is no. You can't, like, I mean, people can do whatever the fuck they want, but I'm just saying, in a real world, okay, this person is doing this, okay, and this is bad because this is like, I almost feel like whoever this person is, they go running for the hills when this person breaks down every time and starts doing that. Like, it scares them. They don't want to see this person crying like that. They don't want to see them breaking down like that because they think it's, you know, so psychological that it like manipulates them so much and controls them. But that's the thing, is like, you are only controlled by the things you really don't understand. And you're only really controlled by the things you want to be controlled by. If you don't want to be controlled, you will take that fucking parking and you will put it, you know, that gauge, and you will put it from drive to park and not go anywhere. If somebody's going to control you, you shut the engine down until you can get the fucking driver's seat back again. You don't just keep going because somebody says, I want to take control of you. This isn't fucking elementary school anymore. We talk about this, okay? This person's in elementary school, thinks they can control people. And the thing is that the husband, he doesn't know what he's doing, and he doesn't know that this is what she's doing. So it makes him look stupid, okay? It makes him look dumb. She's making him look like an idiot. And that's the thing, is I've known plenty of men that go running for their wives. They go running for their girlfriends. They try everything they can to keep their girlfriends fucking happy. While I'm sitting there going, you will never make her happy. You can run, you can speed, you can get her flowers on the way. Guess what? Tomorrow, she's going to pull the same shit. And the next day, she's going to pull the same shit. It doesn't matter. You give to a narcissist once, you might as well give your whole fucking life away, because once you give to them once, they know how to get it, right? So once this person broke down about spending your money and how lightning fast it can go as soon as they get paid, by the weekend, this person's paycheck's gone, okay? It's gone. And I think someone's having dreams about it. I think they know that if their partner continues like this and keeps doing this, I mean, it's one thing to emotionally and financially fuck yourself, but you don't go around fucking your partner. Thank you, Alexandra. Okay? You don't go around fucking everybody else. Okay? You want to fuck yourself, you go right ahead. But you don't fuck the ones around you, especially the ones you claim you love. Okay? Oh, yeah, I totally love you. Let me just take your bank account and spend all your money, but I love you and I was fucked over, so that means I can do it. No. That's called narcissistic, and they're abusive. And they're controlling you. And that's what women know how to do. Like, now that I see my stepmother, I'm like, damn, you fucking knew what you were doing from day one, you fucking cocky bitch. She fucking did. She knew what truly lied in that relationship was in between her thighs. She controlled it from day one. She will control it forever with fucking Pussalaya. Okay? She knows what she's fucking doing. She can spend all my father's money. It doesn't matter. She rides that dick at the end of the night. She can get whatever the fuck she wants, right? Even though she's massively possessed by a feminine witch, I know this, and she's making him broke. But the pussy's good, right? How dumb are people? Honestly, how dumb are you? I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but like, I'm kind of like, I told her so. I told her so. Okay? This woman is a fucking nightmare. She knows what she's doing. Bitches know what they're doing. And that's what really sucks, because there's the bitches who know what they're doing and they're out there manipulating and crying. Ooh, I don't remember the last time I cried with a dude, honestly. Okay? Like, especially in a fight. Okay? There's no room for crying. Are you fucking kidding me? Honestly. It's, oh. And like, then there's the genuine women who like are really fucking fucked up and like they do shit that they don't mean, and they're so fucking trying not to cry and they're holding it back and they're freaking out because they don't want to look like the chicks who are fucking doing it to control. Like, that's what sucks. But I mean, that's the evil of the world, right? The good, the bad, the evil, the ugly, the ones who stink, the ones who smell good. Here we are. It's like cockwork, bro. Like, really? The guilt trip? I already told you. This is what she's doing. Guilt trip, guilt trip, guilt trip. oh, feel bad for me. Oh, feel bad for me. Honestly, like I said, there's this chick that my sister knew, and she would pout, and it made her so ugly. It was like watching a full-grown woman pout in front of you was like, I mean, she looked like a dude. You know, she looked like a guy. Like she looked like a child / old man, you know, who can't get his way and smoke a stogie in the living room because the kids are there. Like that's kind of what she would look like. And you'd be like, man, if you don't get that stank ass look off your face, I swear to God, like I wish you could say that as an adult. Like if you leave your face like that, it's going to get stuck like that. Right. I wish that you could use that with people and it was actually true. Honestly, I do. I'm like, man, I wish I could say that to her. Like, you keep this up, you're going to look like that for the rest of your life. You better stop pouting, little girl, because you're 40 years old. Grow up. Like, who's got time to pout other than people who are getting their way from men who just spend money? But you know what happens to those men? Just saying, they're usually the men that end up going to like sex clubs and shit and giving their money to some hot ass banging fucking chick in front of them because they're wasting all their money on the low life fucking wife that won't move her ass at home. So they go to the strip club. They go to fucking, what is it, Ashley Madison. You know, they go and they do other shit because their fucking wife just keeps fucking claiming damsel in distress. Like, by the way, that's not attractive. Always claiming damsel. I don't know what to do. I have a flat tire. What do I do, honey? Yo, it's called call the people that come help you. I don't fucking know. Like, like I said, there's a difference between women, you know? And like, I wanted to try to explain myself with this one guy who broke up with this chick who murders him all the time. And I was like, you know, some chicks are different. Okay. If it takes you, 3 hours to message me back, that's okay. I'm not your wife that needed you to respond right away or it was divorce time. Okay. I'm the chick that's like, hey, it takes a couple days to get back to me. It takes a couple fucking days to get back to me. Okay. It's not a really big fucking deal. I mean, I got shit going on. But some people, they have to be single for a while after really bad relationships like this, or they just go and fuck around. Okay, they go and fuck around and then they keep their wives until they die, because they're getting their kicks out somewhere else anyways. And like, I hate to say that, but honestly, I don't know what I would do if I was married to some fucking piece of gum on the bottom of my shoe that I just trailed around everywhere. Like, it fucking sucked. Like, oh man, I saw my ex-boyfriend the other day. And he's married now. And I thought to myself, like, man, I'm so glad I didn't end up with that guy because, I mean, for one, his wife's driving around, of course, because he probably still doesn't have his license. Why would he? He's only 40, right? And it was just one of those things like, man, I'm so glad. Like, I'm not here to take care of a man. I'm not here to drive a man around. I'm not here to take a man to work every day. I'm not fucking here to take care of a man. If a man can't take care of himself, I don't know what to say. I got shit to do. Okay, and not go get my nails done and petties done. I mean, I got fucking readings to do. I got fucking people to talk to. I got shit to do. Okay, like it just really sucks that people are so different, but sometimes because of the abuse that you sustain through some people, you think everybody is like that, and then you might meet 2 or 3 people after the one that really hurt, and they're kind of like that too. So then it's kind of like, well, now I give up because I feel like everybody's gonna be like that. No. Oh, FYI, guys out there, I've been messing around with frankincense. I'm just telling you, I think it's probably the number one ingredient that creators use in men's cologne. And I'm just telling you, if a man walked up to me wearing frankincense, I would probably just marry him right then and there. So, guys out there, Adam, get yourself some frankincense, buddy. And no, I am not saying if you smell better, she's going to come back. Okay? I want you to meet somebody new, Adam. Okay? I want you to meet somebody new. No. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, Ruben. You're gay, right? Yeah. No, Adam. Yeah, you're gay, right? No, but you said your girlfriend. I don't know. I'm confused now. But do not be an abuser. No, 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 no. Put that abuser shit away. That's for children. We're not children. Remember, Adam? We graduated high school. Okay? We graduated high school, so we're not kids anymore. We're in college and university, so we don't abuse people. That's not a grown-up thing to do. That's what we do when we don't understand. Right? And like, Freeman, you got to split those words up, man. I wonder what marriage would bring to the table. I know. Honestly, I hear so many awful stories about marriage that I'm like, I don't know. He or she penetrates. What are you talking about? I can't read that, Adam. What are you saying? I'm a real woman. My ex wanted to be a woman. I'm a real woman. I just changed my name because I don't want anybody to know. Oh, okay, 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 okay. So you're a woman. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry. I thought, okay. Okay, I got you. I got you, girl. Okay, I got you. Man, I got you, man. Don't worry. Don't worry. Who puts their real name on YouTube? I mean, really. They don't need to know your real name. What is this card? Knight of Cups. A dreamer proposal. Somebody out here in the collective. It was in reverse, but I don't know how the universe wants me to take it right now. So we're going to leave it like that. Ooh, okay. Well, we got the Page of Wands with the message and the Sun with celebration. Okay, so I'm going to take this as a good message. Making plans. Okay, so we got somebody out in the collective here that's going to get a message from somebody. Okay, and it's quite a celebratory message. Like, I don't know if you're waiting for somebody to message you or you're waiting for somebody, but they're kind of making plans about what they're going to say to you. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm getting really hot all of a sudden. Like, sweat your ass off hot. I don't know why. Like, all of a sudden, my butt cheeks are, like, sticking together. Sorry. Man, this channel, sometimes the water just seeps out of me. And I just, it's just such a weird feeling. It's like when I channel, I feel like I should be in a pool. I feel like I should be in a pool, and it would keep me nice and cool. Hey, a pool and cool while I deliver the message. But I feel like maybe that's in the future and not right now. Imagine one day I'm sitting at a lake doing a reading. That would be amazing. Oh my God, let's wish for that to happen. Okay. Okay, so we got a couple more messages out here. So we've got quite a restriction. That's why. Okay, that's why somebody wants to talk about this. We got the Ace of Cups, by the way. So, I mean, say it, don't spray it. I believe something's really going to happen. Okay. So, okay. Somebody's been really restricted from you. And you know why they've been restricted from you? It's because they're being controlled by something. They're a little puppet. They're a little puppet on a little puppeteer string, being told what to do. And I mean, it might not be that physical, you know. It could just be like a subconscious restriction, right? Could be a Capricorn, like possibly. I mean, if you know this person, it's growth and recovery with the Sun could possibly mean that you know this person. They've just been restricted from you because of some burden they had to carry. Something that they had to do alone. So I feel like now that I think they're walking solo again, like, look at this poor guy. You know, walking with this burden on his shoulders. Okay? Yeah, no swearing. If anybody's swearing on the chat, YouTube is going to remove it. Okay? Oh, see all those emojis? Yeah, they think that you're sending me spam. Got to be careful with that shit. YouTube doesn't really know what the hell is going on. What's up with my favorite channels? Ha! I don't know what that means, but Okay, so they've had quite a bit of a burden, okay? And I think that burden is what has restricted them for so long. So I feel like, I mean, once you get this message, it's going to be very exciting, okay? Because they might reveal something right away. Like they might, like you might have sent a message out there and it's been unresponded to. I feel like it's because they're making plans. It's not just going to be a response per se. It could possibly be like a, what? Sorry. It could possibly be like, you know, an actual, okay. Sorry. There we go. Okay. I couldn't get rid of that. Like legit plan on something. This person, they've grown a lot. Okay, it might not. This again, they kind of always come out a little sexual, but they don't always have to mean a sexual relationship. It could be like somebody physically being restricted from you, a parent, an aunt, a very close friend, something like that, and you think they're gone, but they're not, right? They've just been dealing with some shit. So when they do message you, it's going to be like, oh my God, I'm back in town. We're going to go do this, you know, fucking get your skis shined up and grab a fucking stick of juicy fruit because we are going skiing. Okay. It's going to be something like that. And I think that's why when you hear from them, it's going to be so amazing. It's going to feel so good because it's like, oh my God, are we going to be able to start this again finally? And it's like, yeah, we finally get to do what we want to do, right? And we're not held back from doing it anymore. Because sometimes, I mean, especially if this person's on mission, people gotta go. They got places to be. They've got people to meet. They've got, you know, like tourist spots. They've got things to do. And like, you can't interrupt somebody's mission, right? But the great thing about mission is that if somebody is on it, they'll come back around quick. As soon as they're done, they'll be back. People always come back that want to. But you have to let them go. Okay. And then there's the moon. Okay. Which is crisis of faith with deep emotions. And then look what else flipped up with it. The hangman with the chariot. So they've been waiting. Okay. Like they're dealing with this restriction. And that really, I think this person, honestly, I think whoever this person is around you, I mean, they sacrificed getting themselves better and just had to watch you just not be with them, you know, like not be around them. That's got to be hard. That can't be easy, right? Because if you have a crisis of faith, you're the one that's got to put yourself back together. You can't expect somebody to do it for you. Right. So it's like almost like this person was determined to get themselves like mentally ready. Right. Because there were things that they had to do that I think that they weren't quite like, you know, you don't always know bits of the mission, you know, before you do it. There's the Hierophant right there. Honestly, education. This person got educated. They got educated. And also we've got Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, and Leo on the table. So it could resonate with quite a lot of people, this message. Endings, look at that. I think you've been cut off from this person for a while and it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Someone's going to be like, finally, I get my friend back, or I get my, you know, after so long. It's been a long time. Queen of Coins. Generous, caring, and nurturing. There's your friend. Always caring about you. Always caring about. And they're going to be very generous too. They're very generous with their heart because I think that's why they had to really clear their heads of something so then they could give themselves, you know, 100% and not be like half in, half out kind of thing, right? There's Five of Swords, strong opinions. So this person had very, very strong opinions about some shit. And maybe that was the burden, right? They had they were angry. They had a lot to say with whatever this burden was that they got stuck with, right? It made them angry. And like, that's where it's like, you don't need to be a part of that. You don't need to see that. You know, that person needed to deal with that ruin on their own. You didn't need, or you would have been a part of it, you know? That was a decision they had to make, for sure. Okay? That was a tough decision they had to make. Because, of course, I'm sure they probably wanted you on their team. Page of Cups. Fun and socializing in reverse. Like, they wanted to have fun with you. They wanted to go out with you. They wanted to socialize with you. And they were so blocked from you. They were restricted. There's justice. The family lawyer basically gets them out of fucking anything that they need to get out of. That guy does it. Is it Robert Duvall, I think? Decisions, balance, legal affairs. Like, as this person had, I mean, they could have had a lot of legal affairs to deal with, but they did have a lot of decisions to make. This was the worst shirt ever to wear during readings. Oh my God. Worst shirt ever. Death. Now we got Scorpion. So we've got Libra and Scorpio just graced us with their presence, with transformation, change, and new beginnings. So this person went through a death. Maybe that's what these legal affairs were about. And then they had to rest. Damn right. Right? You know, sometimes actually what made me think about it was, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a crow in between. What I thought of right away was Eric Draven. And, you know, he comes back from the dead and he's exhausted. He's like crawling out of the grave, like trying to take these steps. And it's so hard for him to do, right? So he has to rest a little bit before he goes and kicks everybody's ass, right? And that's what it is. It's like this person had to rest for a little bit before they could, you know, they got their fight arms back again, right? And this is actually happening because I'm trying to like do something with somebody and you know, with my sister, and like trying to get her to, you know, contact this person who was like a really awesome person in her life. And you know, she's, you know, I'm sure she's going to do it. I hope she does anyways. And it's kind of like that, you know, like I really hope that sometimes even friendships, you know, they got to take a cut for a little while and you got to go your separate ways, but then you come back at the end of the day, you know, like you find each other again, because if you're really, really good friends, or you're really, really meant to be, then, I mean, I would imagine the universe, it'd take a lot to hold you back. Wow, look at that. The Ace of Coins just came out. That's another beginning right there. And that's a successful beginning. That's really wants to be said. Successful beginning. And like, no, you don't want none of these fucking energies that are half in, half out, you know, like it's too hard to be half in, half out. You have to put, you know, 100% of yourself into everything that you do if you really want it to like actually mean something, you know, like you have to care about things. You have to, like, you have to, I mean, if you drive, you have to give yourself 100% while you're driving. Look at this. Holy Jesus. This was so inappropriate. Okay. How about nobody look at me? Like, this is the most inappropriate shirt. I apologize. Like, I apologize. I should have not worn this, but I get so damn hot when I do these readings. I basically have to, I would really like, I mean, it's so uncomfortable. I would say, like, I would really like to be naked when I did this, or in a pool. I'm telling you, I get so hot. Like, you wouldn't believe how hot I am right now. And it's like, I don't even have the heat on in my room. It's just a cold room right now. And I'm sweating. I swear, if I ever build myself an office, which I really hope to, I think I'm going to have to build myself like a shack outside. I don't think it can be in the house, because like, I think it's got to be outside. Because outside, I need to be cold. It's so weird. Even when I sleep, I need the room to be like 5 degrees. I'm such a hot sleeper. I don't know why. Like, now I'm getting over hot. Oh, God. And like, I thought it was early menopause, but I don't think it is. I think it's just my blood. It's hot blood, man. I have hot blood. Okay. Let's keep going. Who else is in here? Let's see what this next reading's about. Let's get the lead characters here. Let's see if Spirit will even talk to me anymore. Here we go. Oh, the Chariot again. In reverse, though. Something's not going somewhere. Hangman. That's weird. In reverse. It's like something not going, but then it doesn't want to stay. And then Judgment in reverse. The Fool in reverse at the top of the deck. Why is everything in reverse? I can't deny that Fool. Okay, I gotta break the silence somewhere. This is a little bit tricky because everything's in fucking reverse. So what I feel like is whoever this message is for, somebody in the live. So there's somebody around you or you that doesn't, okay, so it's like you don't want to move forward. So you're just staying still. But then you can't stay still because you have to move. But you don't want to start something even though you don't want to stay still. Okay, you know what? You know what I'm kind of getting the analogy would be like moving to like a different city or a different state or something, and you're laying in bed and you don't want to get out of bed because you don't want to start the day. It's like you're scared. You don't want to start the day, but you don't want to lay in bed all day. But you don't want to get up because you're scared to walk out the door. But you have to walk out the door to survive. But you're not at judgment. It's not judgment. It's not a judgment. It's like, you know what? Honestly, I got to say, I felt this way when I moved across the country. And I was in this town and I was like, suddenly like, what the fuck did I just do? Like, what did I just do? I just sold everything. I just moved. I've got fucking no money. Like, what the fuck? I was terrified. I was all of a sudden terrified when I gave it the attention all of a sudden one day. And I shouldn't have done that because it was just paranoia for no reason. Like I wouldn't have done everything if there wasn't a reason. I needed to keep going. And at that time where I started to freak out is because it was the time where I needed to start making a plan. And because I didn't have a plan, I was freaking out. But obviously I knew I wasn't going to have a plan because there was no plan to begin with. So how can I just figure out a plan when there's never been one since the beginning? So I took a piece of a mushroom, I microdosed, calmed down right away, got on my phone, sent my resume out, and I think it was that day I got a call for an interview. And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, if I do that to myself again, I swear. And like, I didn't. I never in my life put myself in that position again. But I needed to at that moment. I needed to not have anybody around me or anything around me or any plan in order to know this is where it all starts. Like, this is the empty canvas. This is where it all, I'm getting the goosebumps. So this is definitely for somebody. This is where it all begins. Like, this is where fear holds no ground for somebody who's in a position where if they stay there, they're going to die. You can't have fear. There is no fear. And at the time, I was like in a tent. I couldn't stay there. I didn't even have any food. Are you kidding? If I had stayed in that tent, I never would have made it alive. Obviously, I would have died. It would have taken a long time, but right? But it's kind of like that. Like I get somebody's head trip. I do. That's when your head gets, you get way too far into the future when you're just supposed to be going 1 minute at a time. If that's what you have to do 1 minute at a time, then so shall it be. Not everything has to be calculated to where are we going to be next week or where are we going to be next month. Who the fuck cares about next month? We could all die tomorrow. Why are you caring about fucking next month? Next month is fucking how long away, right? 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, it's stopping you from even growing anything, right? Like you have to start with a seed. And if you don't, or it's like somebody could be like midway through a project and it's not growing anymore. And now they're like, well, I don't know what to do. Like I'm stuck. Like we can't stay like this. We have to go, but like we have to make a move. We have to change something because something is not growing or going the way that somebody hoped, even though there really was no plan to begin with. And this is why. High Priestess in reverse. It's like you're listening, but you're not hearing. You're not hearing what you're supposed to. You're just listening to what you want, thinking that that's the answer. There's the 8 of Wands. There's things in motion. There's things in motion. Seven of Swords. Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. So I think somebody got stolen from, which makes sense now. I mean, I wouldn't have been freaking out after I moved all by myself if I had good parents, if I had parents that I could really rely on, but I didn't. I had fault line parents. I had only call me if you really fucking need to, because I swear to God, if you bother me with anything, I'm not going to help you kind of parent. Okay, I have to be dying on the side of a ditch for them to really want to care about me in general. Okay, which is stolen youth. That's stolen parents. That's you know, everybody. I mean, if you think about it, everybody gets basically given the staples when they're born. Like they're given a mother and a father, supposed to take care of them. That's all they're supposed to need to make it through their life. And then they get things through their parents. But if those two parents decide they don't want to bring the staples and they don't want to be what their child needs them to be, then you automatically get raped of the one thing that is supposed to help you through the entire thing. So it's rigged and fucked from day one. Okay, which not everybody knows that life. There's only certain people who know what that's like. Because 50% are born with parents who really want them. 50% are born with parents who don't know what they're doing and then realize they made a mistake, but they can't go back. And now it's a fuck up. You become a fuck up. Okay? That's the other 50%. We don't know what it's like for that other 50% to have really people that want us around. Okay? That were given to us to really help build our fundamentals. Okay, we were born with the ones that stole our youth, right? Made us grow up when we shouldn't have. Did things to us that fucked us from day one. So no wonder you're at a position where something's not working anymore and now you want to give up on it because that's what they've told you to do, right? Every time. Give up, give it to somebody else. You can't do it. You're too dumb. You can't do it. Somebody else can do it for you. Go back to bed, little kid. You know, you don't get this. Big kids get this. And that's the truth. Page of Swords. And it's a total fuck up because it's not. That's not the way that it is at all. It doesn't matter what age you are. If you're out there, you're doing something, you're in control of your life. I mean, things happen. Universal things happen you can't control. But when you get behind the driver's seat, you're the one in control. People act like because the world can do things to you, you don't have control of your life. It's not that you don't have control of your life. You need control of yourself. What life is going to do to you, life is going to do to you. As long as you control yourself, then life can throw whatever it does at you. You will get back up. Watch some little kid get back up, right? You're not some little kid. And if you did get back up as a little kid, they probably pushed you back down again, right? Made fun of you. Queen of Cups in reverse. Is that a loving mother? No. No. And look who's behind her. The Tower. Ain't gonna be on that tower for much longer there, eh, Queen? Bitch. Someone's mother is going down. Or this queen, whoever this Queen of Cups is, who lied to you, stole from you, took your dreams, said nothing grows for you. Doesn't grow for you. It grows for other people, but it doesn't grow for you. They're going nowhere. So this isn't a reading about you. This is a reading about them. 5 of Cups. They get spilled milk. You get a choice. You can turn this shit upside down and turn it into something that you'll grow for the rest of your life. Which is literally these next 2 cards. Page of Pentacles, the Sun. The universe is going to give you all the sun that you need to grow whatever you need to grow because of what they took. So they see you doing something, and that's why it's scaring you, because you can see it too. But you think you're not good enough for it. And that's a lie. Knight of Swords in reverse. It's a lie to believe that you don't deserve this just as much, if not more, than what other people do. And I think you deserve it more because it was stolen from you. And you just went about your life. Like, what are you supposed to do when something gets stolen from you? It's either gets given back or you don't have it anymore. It doesn't just reappear. Anything else? There's the Star in reverse. I really think that this person is going to become very, very disconnected from you. And I think very disconnected from themselves. Okay. And they're going to get really, really confused. Okay. They could get like dementia or something like that. They've been so greedy and they've taken so much that they're going to slowly watch their life burn, and they're not going to know why. They're going to be like, why is this taken? Why is this gone? I don't understand. Well, that's what you create when you steal from somebody your whole fucking life. Okay. And she did these things on a whim, just, I can take this. I can take that. You're dumb. Sit down. It's one of those, if you were doing a paint by number or something like that, this woman would come and start painting it for you and say like, you're not even staying in the lines. Look how shitty you're doing. Right. It's a very aggressive behavior. And that type of aggression would have held you back physically, right? Because if you're not doing it like the best right away, then you get made fun of, mocked, and you don't want to hear that. So you might as well just not do anything, and then she'll just shut up and take control of everything. And I think that's why it's going to be such a blessing when you do it, because it might grow fast. And that's why it's caught right now. It's caught because you have to learn why you're doing something. If you're not doing it because you want to do it, don't do it because other people want you to do it or because she wants you to do it. You have to do something and invest in something that you want, because whatever you invest in is going to be there forever. Do you want her there forever? No, probably not. I should hope not. Okay. Therefore, whatever she has to say, fucking, I don't know, push that away with like a force of 1,000,000 men and get her away from you, because her frame of mind and where she's coming from has gotten her nowhere. Because if she had actually gotten somewhere as a woman, as an actual source of a being that's worthy of being here, she never would have taken a single thing from a child. Because whatever she took from you, it's lasted your whole life. She took it from you your whole life. And it's why whatever it is you're growing, like, because maybe the Seven of Pentacles, maybe it's going to change into something else. There's 3 sevens on the board. Maybe it's going to change into something else, right? Like, honestly, I knew this guy who was a tattoo artist forever, and now he does something completely different. And I was like, no way. Like, you would never think that somebody would just change their career or just go down this other road. But when it's your future, I mean, you're the one that has to make the decision on where the energy goes. And I think by not moving, I think you did a good job by not moving. By not forcing something to grow, even though, you know, you want to produce something, it doesn't mean that you should force something against its will just for the sake of showing people you're doing something. That's just stupid. Then you're just outside controlled. And that's exactly what this person wants, is for you to be outside controlled. They don't want you learning something or doing something that can open you up a business. Are you crazy? Yeah, right. I wouldn't be having this reading if they were like, oh yeah, you go do your business and we're cheering for you. I wouldn't be doing this reading if that was the case. Okay, so we're gonna leave it at that. Take that reading how it resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay. Send all your questions in telepathically here. I am taking questions, not over the phone, strictly telepathic. These are all readings, channel messages for the people in the live. That's always how it works. And you know why I know? It's because people, for the most part, do not watch these after they've been recorded. So I'm like, okay, well, it has to be what it has to be for the people that it was channeled for, because if it wasn't, then I wouldn't really be doing this, you know? How about you keep moving on and get the fuck off my channel? How about that? That's probably my stalker. He comes on different accounts and tries to shit talk me. Like, yeah, like, I know you're not my stalker. Oh, I didn't want to date you and I don't like you, so you're going to come on and shit talk me? Okay. But if I had taken you up on your date, you wouldn't be saying that right now, no, would you? No, no, no. People are lucky I don't name drop on here, honestly, or I'd be cutting balls off fucking left, right, and center. Oh, do you think you have your masculinity? Because I'm going to remove it right now. You wouldn't believe what the woman in my head says about men. I don't know how much I've been fucked over in the past, but let me tell you, you don't get to come on my channel thinking that you can shit talk when this is from spirit. People act like what I do is like, when like all they're doing is spreading hate. I'm like, really? I just did like 20 channeled messages and you want to give me the devil ears? Really? Is that what Satan would do? Give up his time to like do tarot readings for people? I don't think so, but I mean, awesome. I'm going to go this way now. I'm going to go over here. Okay, everybody? All right. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Entertainment purposes only. If the shoe fits, wear. If it doesn't, discard it. I have to say that quite a bit because, you know how the bitches are. Excuse me, you said he liked me. Nope. Nope, I didn't. Liar! That's what I'm talking about. Fox Mulder. The unexplained. Read between the lines. I fucking love my imagination. I love my cards. Sometimes I have to do my cards because I can channel them so well. We have Gaslight with Shark. And liar with Fox Mulder. Okay, Fox, what are you telling us today? Okay, so Fox Mulder is picking up a liar. I bet you it's a liar in the chat. Lurking. Someone's lurking and they're a lying piece of shit. I told you, didn't I just say this? Like, I fucking don't know who that was chirping on my channel. Like, oh God, I just wish people would just grow up. Like, take rejection a little better, or don't try to date at all, okay? Hot. That's okay. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's a lurker around you right now. If it's happening to me, it's happening to collective. That's what readers do. We help each other out. We talk about our stories so then they can help other people. And you're getting cautioned right now because somebody is wanting to make you disappear. Okay, like they're a magician, you know? They want to make you disappear, which means they could be doing black magic. You could be on social media. They could be reporting you. They could be trying to get you shut down in some way by calling you a liar. They could be saying you're putting misinformation out, okay? And the thing is that they got to slow their game down because what they're doing, they're playing with fire. And like I said, you want to play with fire, get ready to get burned. Because if you're not out there minding your own business, trying to get the energy to go in the right way, and you stop and you disrupt somebody's life while you try to fucking cover them up, you know, this person's being told not to do this. Okay, this person's being told to stop in every way. They're getting the green light flashing in the opposite direction. They're getting told to go in the opposite direction. Okay. And they're taking it down this wrong path. And you know that that's what happens. Rejection. Okay. Somebody got wind to be around you. Okay. And you know, that's like most likely. Okay. What really sucks is that when there's so much black magic that goes on with people that it goes in reverse a lot. So you could have had somebody that put a love spell on you and it went really wrong and it got hit by this person. Okay. And this person picks the love spell up and they go, oh my God, I'm so in love with this person. I'm so in love with them. Do you know how scary that is for that person to pick that energy up? Because now they become completely obsessed for no reason. They could become completely obsessed by something that's lurking around them that just happened to hit them. Okay, because it's bad energy and it's attached to your social media. This is all, honestly, majority of this shit is because of platforms. It's because social media. It's because you're visible and it pisses people off. And because you're so visible and because you're so vibrant and you're so alive, they lurk trying to figure out how they can throw you off. Like, see how that person was like, fuck your message, fuck this, fuck that, trying to throw me off the message. They want to throw me off so then they become part, you know, like, because a lot of people, what they say with psychics, okay, is they'll be like, oh yeah, like you really know the truth. If you really knew the truth, you know, you would know that I'm thinking about you, or you would know, like, it's so, I mean, it's abuse. It's abuse because it's just like saying, well, if you knew how to drive, you wouldn't have hit me in that accident, right? But they can do it because people are abusive and they've been abused. So they don't really know that they're abusing other people by just strictly taking away, you know, your individuality, taking away your wants and your needs away from you, telling you that you need them because they need you. No. Okay, somebody lurks around you. If somebody's stalking you, that energy is most likely something that's gone very wrong. Okay, it's gone very wrong. People who feel like they've got an attachment to you or they've got an overwhelming force pulling them towards you, a lot of that is black magic. They're getting pulled in the wrong direction. Okay, and they're most likely under something. There's most likely somebody that's around them that they should be with. But spirit is, this nasty energy is trying to pull them away to put them onto somebody else. So they will debunk the man that's looking at them. You see what people do? Okay, that's what they do. They push people out of the way and get them fixated on other people so then they can take that person. It's so like, it's so like grade 6 after you watch, you know, the Blair Witch Project for the first time or something, and you think you can do a spell on somebody. Okay, like, like Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. It's like that. It's like this person is so uneducated, okay, that they're doing a Bloody Mary spell, okay? And like, watch Paranormal Activity 3 if you think doing that is a good thing in the mirror, okay? Like, it's almost like this person was so attracted to you that they were physically pushing people away from you. I almost feel like they were scaring people to get away from you. Like they were yours. Like they had put a claim on you. Like they're allowed to, like, okay, so I was talking about the stalker one day, okay? My stalker who I kept telling to fucking leave me alone, but just wasn't getting the message. He writes publicly, do you want me to do something about this guy? Something about you. What would you like to do about you? Other than, I don't know, maybe read one of the emails that tells you, I'm really sorry for throwing you off, and I'm really sorry for making you think that I liked you, and I'm really sorry, that I ever gave you any inclination that I liked you at all, okay? And still get angry with me for being honest, okay? I had to actually physically call him out, and then he didn't even take the fucking message properly and thought that he could tell some guy to stay away from me when I don't even know him. I don't even know if the profile on YouTube was even his name. I don't know. I don't even really know what he looks like. Okay. But there he is saying that he'll push people away from me. He'll battle people for me. I'm sorry. What? Like, do I look like some damsel in distress that needs help and I'm crying and somebody's... No. I tell the message to get the message out to the public, because there are people actually literally that crazy that think that they're in a imaginary relationship with you to the point where they will get your stalker away from you when their stalker is them. You know what I mean? It's like, and I told this person numerous times to back off. And the thing is that I think you've told this person numerous times to back off. And it's like they're saying, you're fighting your feelings. You're lying to yourself. Okay, read between the lines. You love me. And they're trying to like brainwash you into believing that you love them. I just heard a fucking confirmation. Copycat in reverse. They think they're like, you guys are the exact same, and and I'm pretty sure that was like that guy too. Like, we're so alike, we've got all these things in common, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just saying a song. I'm not even saying that I like the song. I'm just saying that that's the song coming up in my head. Like, I don't fucking care if you like the band, man. Like, oh God, like just imaginarily having a like he was a full-blown having a conversation, an imaginary conversation with me. I was not talking to him by any means, but he was having an imaginary conversation with me. Okay, so this person, whoever this is around you, is having imaginary conversations with you. They think that what you put up on your social media is for them. Like, you just haven't tagged them. You're just kind of being coy. You're holding back. Delusional. This person is very sad. Okay, they're very sad. They're very heartbroken. They're all alone. They cry by themselves. They weep by themselves. And they're really, honestly, a third-party interference, and all they really want to do is fuck you. But people who don't understand maturity and who are very immature will look at somebody and just find attraction and go for it. When, okay, attraction is only one piece of the puzzle to, probably, a healthy relationship, about a 20-piece puzzle, and attraction takes up one piece of that. Where do you think those other 19 pieces come from? It's not from looks. It's not from attraction, right? It's other things. That's what people don't understand. Love is so one-dimensional to them. It's, I find you attractive, we're going to look good together, bang, let's be together. When you don't have one thing in fucking common, that's not love. That's putting a round peg in a very square hole, but saying, but we're both, shapes, so let's hang out. No. mimosa juice in reverse. No one's cheersing to that, okay? Because something's hiding. There's more to it than that, okay? There's way more to relationships than that. And honestly, this person is... You know what's so funny is that they're lurking around you and they're fucking stalking you, basically, and yet they're talking bullshit behind your back. Bullshit. They're actually bullshitting. So why the fuck are they staring at you so much? Why are they putting so much attention towards you? If all they're going to fucking do is turn around and just talk some shit, that means this person is obsessed. Okay? Obsession is not love. Obsession is very dark, very evil energy that people need to stay away from. Okay? Obsession is not like, I'm obsessed with this person. That's a great thing. No. You're obsessed with somebody, I suggest you walk the other direction, because that's going to be the worst fucking relationship of your life. Okay? Fear. False evidence appearing real. I'm telling you, false evidence appearing real. This person, I'm about to drop the cards. Honestly, they are getting so much fake evidence, false evidence. It's so false, and it's right in front of them. And they're like, no, that's not for me. They're not talking about me. There's no way. Even though all they really have to do is say my name, and it's the exact situation, but I'm going to deny it because I'm an idiot. Literally. Wow. I really don't like, good for you, Spirit. You couldn't have said that better if you tried. Look at, yes. I couldn't have said it better if I tried. Oh my God, that was so real. Oh my God, this person is fucking crazy. Okay, you really got to be careful. Spirit is like, you'll know who I'm talking about. Like, I know exactly who this is talking about. And you really got to be careful. You'll know who I'm talking about. It's one of those things. You'll just know. Your high priestess will elevate, or your high priest, it will elevate. You will get brought to the person, and you'll be like, there'll be something about that person that makes you want to walk away. Something that makes you want to hide. Something that just goes like, oh God, no, never, right? And don't force it. That's the thing. Like, if you get that type of reaction when you think about this person, like if they call you or if they message you or something and you go like, oh, if that's your first response, consider that your ding, 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 your sign, okay, to stay the fuck away stay away from that person. Hi, Lorraine. Oh my God, I totally remember you. You've been in the live before. What's going on, homie? Nice to see you back. I love when people come back to the lives. It's so awesome. We're talking about a doozy of a message here, Lorraine. And now we're gonna get out of it because I don't look at this, Lover. I'm about to drop the cards, literally. Lover, Knight of Flames. This is who it is. Like, just so fixated on you, and that's like so far where they need to be. They need to be like, oh my God, if this was oceans, they're in the Atlantic, thinking that that's where they need to be, and they need to be in the Pacific. They need to be like all the way over across the fucking sea, and they're like digging in the Atlantic. Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. Nope. Not the right sand, not the right temperature, not the right current, not the right anything. You're totally wrong, but it's an ocean, right? It's an ocean. That's the thing. There's something that this person is. They do have it right, but it's like apples and oranges. Like, just because you're a fruit, it doesn't mean that you're going to taste the same, look the same, are the same, can be eaten together, or even fucking put beside each other in the goddamn fridge, right? Like, so they got something really bad, okay? But they have, I can see how this person is being thrown off. That's why it's really, it just rip the Band-Aid off and just tell them the truth. Just be like, I don't like you. I know it's hard, and I know it really sucks, and you don't want to be that person, but like, whatever this is, they're getting the wrong information from you. Like, they think that you like them. They think that you're like all hot to trot over them, and you're like, the fuck are you talking about? I'm going for that dude over there. I haven't looked at you forever. What do you mean? Why do I like you? Because I said hi to you? Oh, Jesus. That's what it is, man. You say hi to them, or you like their comment. That's the thing. I loved this guy's comments all the time. But what you don't realize is if you comment on a video, I will always love the comment. always love it. It lets you know I read it, I appreciate it, I will always love it. But maybe he thought I loved him because I loved his comments. It could be as easy as that, right? Even though I do it for everybody, he doesn't see that I do it for everybody. He sees what he wants to see. And that's the stalker mentality. They see what they want to see, not what you're showing to everybody else, strictly what you show them. And that's how scary this shit is. Okay, really fucking scary. Aw. That's so nice. I still got a little bit of gunpowder in the old bullet here, so don't worry. I was going to tattoo myself tonight, and I decided not to. I decided I was going to go live and hang out with you fine people. And I have to wait for new needles. I'm not liking the needles that I have with this gun, so I need new needles to come into the mail. So I'm going to get new needles coming in like tomorrow. So I'm going to do some tattoo work with that. And basically I'm going to go live quite a bit, I think, for the next little while to get some of these answers out and like connect with people a little bit more. And like, I mean, it's crazy how many people are out there when I come live. Like, I would never, and sometimes these people would never have even seen me if I didn't go live and they didn't click the fancy little icon I made myself. I'm making those thumbnails. Man, I get so creative when I'm graphic designing. It's really weird. Okay, so I've been doing this thing on Instagram. Well, I've been putting them up on YouTube too, where I take these cards, the indicator cards, and I get you to ask a question, and then I answer it, and then I get the tarot cards to explain it. Let's do that, because I feel like it's possible that there's not too many people in the chat right now. It never tells me the right amount of people. If you think there's only 3 people in the chat, I can guarantee you there's way more, okay? And that's only because of recently my numbers, and it'll say like 2 people in the chat, and then there's 700 on the view. So I'm like, okay, there wasn't 3 people in the chat then. There was like 300 people in the chat. So for some reason, it does not give the right numbers as to who's in the chat, okay? And I don't know if that's something like I can take up with fucking YouTube. I don't know. I honestly, it really doesn't matter to me how many people are there. I really don't care. But there's somebody out there that wanted me to do this. And I mean, I don't know if they're going to watch it later. I don't know. But now that I just smoked some weed dust, I'm going to let it get into me for a second. Because I do feel like somebody wants to get a question asked. And I don't know what the question is. Okay, I'm not going to know what the question is, but I'm going to try to, whoever this is, I'm going to try to get their answer. Okay. There's a lot of people talking right now. Like, there's not 3 people in the live. I can tell you that. There's more people because I can feel more people. I can feel more people. Okay. All right. So I'm not sure what somebody needs to know out there, but let's see. Ask your question. Let's see what Spirit says. All right. I got it. I got the question. You're going in the right direction. That's your answer. Okay. It's really weird because I got the question. Like, I felt it. I don't know what somebody asked, but I got the question. Okay, you're going in the right direction. Okay. Tell me why you said that, Spirit. Why are they going in the right direction? 3 of Swords. Heartbreak, pain, and sorrow, grief, and anguish with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. This sounds really weird. This is the message I just got. So Spirit says you're going in the right direction if it hurts to look at somebody, this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, that it hurts if you're going in the right direction if it hurts. If it hurts your heart to look at somebody. I don't know who this Queen of Pentacles is, but I feel like if it's somebody that, like, you know, triggers, like, something just, I don't know, skips a beat in your heart, or you feel pain when you look at them, or anguish when you look at them, or grief when you look at them, you're going in the right direction. Did you just see that come flying out like that? 4 of Cups. So it's like this person doesn't even, like, they've got options. Okay, they've got options. They've got like a couple things to do, but they're like, okay, but who do I go to? And it's like, you go to the one that it hurts the most, because that's the one that they don't even see, because they don't want to look at them because it hurts. Oh, okay. Okay. 3 of Pentacles. They worked together to create perfection, with the 9 of Pentacles in the lap of luxury. So, okay, so these 2 people, you might have worked with this person in the past. Okay? And I mean, this is right for you if when you think about this person, it hurts. Because all that work you did. Oh my God, the guy next door just started shoveling. That's a sign, because, like, he busts his ass to keep our driveway shoveled, and he doesn't have to. And I know that he just goes out there, and I always say thank you to him, and I wave to him. And it, like, that's a fucking sign right there that like, somebody's going to work hard. Like whatever you did together, it worked. All right. You were a good team together. There's the Magician. With the Page of Wands and the 4 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Ooh. This person is exhausted. He holds the power of all the elements in the palm of his hand. Okay. So, I think I just started hearing whole. Got lots of credit in the real world. Oh my God. Credit in the real world. I'm getting a song by Hole. Credit in the real world. Okay. Look a dealer in the eye. Ooh, I love that song. I was listening to that song today. That's such a good song. Okay. So, this person can't look you in the eye. When they look you in the eye, it hurts. Okay? Because they don't get to work with you anymore. Somebody went, you might still work there, but somebody went and started working independently. And you moved on as well. Okay, but this person still thinks about you. And it's like a burden that they carry every day. And, like, that kind of sucks. Like, a burden. Why is that a burden? If you want to think about them, it shouldn't be a burden, but it's coming up as a burden. So maybe because they feel like they'll never have another chance. But if it hurts so much to look at them, then that can't be over. Now I'm getting Jennifer's body. Pieces of Jennifer's body. I almost feel like somebody's like, they get torn up when they think about you. Like, they get beat up. I don't know if they beat themselves up when they think about you. Ace of Wands in reverse. Like, damn. Why are you telling us this? The Star in reverse. She came to the earth driven by an insatiable desire to continue this cycle of fertility. In reverse, because something's been cut off. Maybe you cut this person off. Maybe they want to have a kid with you. They want to do something with you and you cut them off. And now you're like, I don't know, man, maybe now you're like looking all good. And look at that high priestess doing like your voodoo, doing your magic. And they're like, you are the sun and nothing burns more than my heart for yours. Something fucked like that. Did you just hear that puppy bark? So my next door neighbor got 2 puppies. And when he goes out and shovels, the puppies run up and down the driveway. They're little baby bulldogs. Oh my God. Or pit bulls. They're so cute. They're brother and sister. They're probably the cutest things ever. I can hear them barking out there now. As soon as I said that. And I don't even know what I said. Looking all hot. Yeah, I think that's what I said. And then the world is on the bottom. Okay. The end is near. The end is coming. 3 of Cups. Like, this person's coming back. They got something to say. And they're coming back. They're coming back around. What was that? Strength. They could be a Leo. And then the Tower. Damn, that's deep. Something's going to come alive for them. They're going in the right direction. So whatever this is, I mean, if it's them or if it's you, I mean, the end is near. So whatever you're going in, just know that you're going to face your fears soon. Like, I think you're going to face this person. You're going to come face to face with this person soon. And that's where everything just falls apart, you know, because that's where it's like when you get lined up with people after a certain amount of time, right? That first meetup is usually everything. It's the ride or die meetup, right? And everything comes together. I mean, if this person's willing to like say it and speak it and not hold it back. But you just never know why people hold back things. We can't stop them. I just saw 37:37 on the clock. So, like, that's 10:10. Something is definitely over with. So you're going in the right direction. So Spirit is like, good for you. Don't give up now. Don't give up now. Okay. I'm going to do one last message, and then I am going to watch a movie. Wow. Yeah, he can. The truth shall set you free. Okay, what is the last message Spirit wants to say? I keep staring at these cards, so. Stumbling into oh, look at that. 2 cards. Message pending, stumbling into extinction. So somebody's got an incoming message. So something's been held back. A message has been held back. Well, maybe not held back. Stumbling into extinction. Extinction. Message pending. Solo artist. Feminine. So I do feel like there could be a feminine energy that's going to be single soon. They're going to go solo. They might have a boyfriend now. But I think you're going to break up with somebody soon. Like, finally. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a long journey. Yeah. Somebody is definitely, like, in a relationship. I think someone's doing something illegal. And they don't want to be a part of it anymore. They're thinking smart about their future. And actually, you know, I am thinking, so this kind of brings me to my ex-brother-in-law, who is a massive, massive drug dealer. And he started kind of like, you know, thinking he could cover everything up by having kids. And what was so awful about having children was the person he had these kids with has no idea how dirty and scummy and fucking low grade this guy is, and like where he was at one point. To just because, you know, he's got a shiny new car does not mean that that guy didn't fucking literally stab people to get to where he is today. Okay. So I feel like his baby mama is going to leave him very soon. Okay. Their relationship is stumbling into extinction. Okay. It's literally happening as I speak. I know it is because I know him. She doesn't know him. I know him. People who know people from before they became anybody know who people really are. Okay. I know who he really is. He can put on his fucking Sean Desmond tracksuit and fucking drive around in his Jeep Cherokee all he wants. I know the scum lord he is underneath that. Okay? But she was like a 27-year-old idiot that saw somebody with money and he looked like he had a good solid foundation and lots of clean businesses when they were all dirty. All dirty. He owns a candy store. There is no fucking way that he sells enough candy to keep that store going. But he does sell enough marijuana to keep it going on the black market. Certainly he does. And now we've got CPTSD, okay, which is complex post-traumatic stress disorder, which is a little bit worse than PTSD. And this is why. The complex post-traumatic stress is something that is ongoing. Okay, it never stops. PTSD has a tendency to kind of come in and come out. Complex post-traumatic stress is something that you constantly still live with. It's still trauma that you live with that surfaces and is in your life. It's not something that you flew away from or you left behind. It's something that is ongoing. It's reoccurring all the time. That's why it becomes complex, because it's still the post-traumatic, but you're still living it as if it's never stopped, because some people's life is a walking nightmare. Okay, so that's why I think someone's going to be unlocked from something that's been a very long journey of a cover-up operation. Okay, and the reason why I talk about my ex-brother-in-law is because what his baby mama is a part of, he will not marry her. The reason that what his baby mama is a part of, okay, is a cover-up operation. He just wanted a couple of kids to look like the man with the family. My sister wouldn't have kids. That wasn't good enough for him. So that ended. He found an idiot to pop out a couple of kids so he can now hide behind his kids and his marriage, and actually not marriage, but relationship. And the thing is, and I'm not saying anything bad about this, I actually think the guy's gay. I think he's been gay his whole life. I think he covers it up. I think he covers it up with, you know, just unrealized feelings. And it's the way he is. It's the way he operates. And he has unlocked a life to make it all look like he's a great, everyday, average Joe. And you know how fucking sad that is? Because there's two fucking kids that are living a lie under a roof with a man they have no idea who he is. They're never going to know who his dad. They're never going to know who their dad is, ever. Right? No one's like his mom is going to pick up the phone and go, oh yeah, hey, I got a few stories from your dad. If I ever met his kids in real life, I would sit them down and have a long ass conversation about who their father is. Okay? And that's what sucks, is that if she had, you know, a psychic reading before she decided to have two kids with a man she didn't know, that psychic might have been able to tell her, hey, yeah, by the way, I'm looking through the mirror and I don't like what I see and you might want to turn around and walk the other way. But I have a feeling that she is obviously a victim of poor parenting for her to just get with a man and have a kid and make a life with somebody that you don't know. I mean, anybody that does that, there's always a reason, you know, and it's usually a kind of more fucked up reason than you think, right? Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that there is anything wrong with her, but I'm just saying it just seems a little fucked up to just have family and make a bunch of kids with somebody that you don't know. Like, there is no fucking way she knew who he was before she got knocked up. There's no way, because, I mean, it took me years to figure out who he was, okay? And there hasn't been that many years between the divorce and him having kids to cover everything up, okay? So I do feel like, somebody has the ability to take something away from you and never give it back. Like, the things that my sister did for him and got him to where he needed to go, and he did not return anything. He took everything. He took every penny, every piece, every friend. He took everything. And you don't hear too many men that steal from their wives. You know, you hear a lot of women that steal from their husbands. Absolutely. You know, it seems to be that women do. And the thing is that a lot of people during their like divorce ceremonies and stuff, like, there were her friends going like, you could take him for so much, you could take him, but our parents were nowhere around. Our parents don't care about us, so they didn't help her. And he hired the lawyers and he hired everything, and he didn't give a cent back to her. Nothing. She walked away with zero. And he walked away with like 3 houses, three houses, equaled over $1 million right there. Okay. He had, I think at that time, 3 businesses going, plus his illegal weed factory. Okay. Which brings in all of his money, and didn't return a single thing. And one day it's all going to get taken from him too. All of it. You can't hide from karma. Okay. Extermination. Something is going to get exterminated. Okay. And it's stumbling to existence. So I don't know if you're going to get a message from somebody soon that has suddenly become single. And didn't return something to you. I don't know. I mean, I hate talking about my sister's ex-husband. I hate it. But look at this, on target. I'm exactly on target. I don't know who this is for. And this really fucking sucks, because to be honest, the way that everything grew for him was like a fungus. Everything. He took everything. He took all my sister's energy. He took all my sister's money. He took everything like a fungus and grew it all for himself and left her with nothing. I don't know what kind of person that takes to do that, but knowing that guy for as long as I do, I would have never thought in a million years that he would have done her so wrong the way that he did. For whatever fucking reason he did it, it wasn't in good energy. And that's why it's good energy in reverse, which really it probably should have just been this side, but I can do it because these are my cards. It's bad energy. Okay, this person is bad energy, and like, you need to protect yourself now. Like, you might want to think about people before, you make long-term contracts with, right? Like, you don't know who you're sleeping with sometimes. And like, people are so fucking quick to have kids with people and so fucking quick to go get married to them. Like, you just like fucking fucked everything. Like how do you just met them. You just met them. Look at criminal intent. Oh my God, this is so bad. I don't know who the fuck this is, but this is bad. This is bad. Well, hopefully it's not for you then, Lorraine. Because like, this is for somebody. Look at protection is needed now. Came up. Look at my nose is getting all itchy now. 6 feet under. This person wants to bury you 6 feet under. They want to kill you. They want to bury you. Okay? Or this person, I don't know. And then endless spending. It's just they want it all for themselves. They want it all for themselves. And they don't care whose boat they take down. They're like a pirate. They'll just jump on your boat and take everything. Like a fungus. And saying, telling everybody that they grew it. I mean, I can only imagine what Dan says, how Dan says he got his money. Does he say he made it all himself? Does he say that he started, all these businesses and his whole life by himself? Or does he say my sister's name? Does he say that there was a wife and that if I didn't have her, I wouldn't have had anything that I have now? Does he shit talk? Who knows? Who knows? That's the sad thing about people when you leave their energy, or when, you decide that you don't want to be with them, or that you don't want to cover up their little fucking illegal operation anymore. Suddenly you're the asshole. Has nothing to do with what they've done for years and years. Like, all he did was abuse my sister. That's all he did. He walked away from her. He never pulled her in. He never really supported her. There was so many things that he did to control her, and so many things he did to take things away from her and to treat her like a child. And, like he was just, the only reason why I found out so much shit about him was because I started working for him. And when I was working for him, the people that I was working with knew a lot about him. And I was like, oh, really? You don't say. And I would just sit and, because we were growing weed, sit there smoking this weed with these guys who just tell me everything about my brother-in-law. And I'd be like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, and they'd be like, yep, I don't know what he says he's doing, but this is what he's doing. I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, I never told my sister anything. I never narked on him. I never took my relationship with him at work and, said it and sprayed it to everybody else. I was so professional. And when he fucked me hard, just like her. And like, I never expected it from him because he was such a fucking junkie addict, fucking low-life piece of shit. Somebody that like, I wouldn't even fucking want in my house if I fucking was having a party and letting homeless people in. He was so disgusting and, just everything about him. And like, and then once he got sober, guy was even worse. Like, I preferred him drunk than being sober. He's so controlling and so compulsive, and he fucking knows what he's doing. And it's those people that like psychologically use people. And I'm so over them. Like, I'm like, you think you can do that? But like, I've been so psychologically fucked since the day I was born. I'm like, oh, you think you can brainwash me, honey? Man, this guy recently just tried to do it. Tried to brainwash me. Yeah, somebody knows what I'm talking about. Tried to get me with like his, you just see that give out? As I say this, so I was just saying, there was this guy recently that was trying to get me with his looks and fucking trying to psychologically like fuck with my head, making me think that he was, only looks. That's it. That's all you need is looks, right? And I like, oh man, I think I lasted in his energy for 3 days before I was like, oh, honey, you have got to grow up. Like, this is the game. Like, I get it. Usually it takes me a little bit quicker to get on the bandwagon, but his looks were a lot. Like, it took a lot to get past the smoldering looks. And then once I did, I was like, oh my God, you're so ugly. He turned so ugly. He turned from like dreamy, like so like hot to, I was ashamed of myself. I was like, good God, Whitney, crush better. And I'm like, that's what I was doing. I was crushing weed and crushing on some dude. Psychological shit, like psychological shit. What can you do? It's a bitch. Guys are hot. That's all I can say. But it doesn't mean they're worth my time. It does not mean. Nor does it mean I'm going to date ugly guys. Like, okay, some chick wanted me to date a guy. And, okay, honestly, he had a great job, great personality, but, like, not there at all with the looks. And, like, this person tried to make me feel bad about it. And I was like, I'm sorry, but, like, what generation are we in right now? Like, what decade is this? Because, like, I don't need to just date somebody because they've got money. Like, but like, she wanted him. She was like, well, if I can have him, I would. And I'm like, well, switch husbands then. Because like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure he's great. I'm sure he's great to talk to. I'm sure he's great to play a game of tennis with. But like, honey, come on. I'm in the big leagues. I'm not in that desperate league. I'm not desperate yet. I mean, give me like 20, 30 years. I could be desperate. But then at that time, I'm probably going to be so tattooed up and independent that like I'm going to want a man in 30 years. So if he doesn't get me soon, no one's going to get me. Because like sometimes single life is better life because no one's bothering me. But I really want to have sex. It's ridiculous, Lorraine. Like, you say you're single now, but talk to me in 6 months. Okay? Like, I haven't had sex for 3 years. Actually, it might be a little bit longer than that now. It's ridiculous. Like, okay, I love my independence and everything, but like, at the same time, I mean, it's not the worst thing to have some type of male beside me. At one point, at some point, at some point I'm thinking it's going to be necessary, right? Because like, the dream I'm living right now, it's got to get bigger, right? You got to dream big. Dream big or go home. Damn right. Nobody said that. I said that, but I'm just saying. I go for the gold, okay? I mean, that's wrong. I don't like gold. Like, I mean, first place. But again, that doesn't sound right either. I like white gold. I like silver. I don't want like yellow gold. I find it tacky. I find gold looks tacky. I don't know. Anybody else? Like, I don't even have my rings on right now. Son of a gun. Whatever. Like, I give a shit. I'm not a really big gold fan. So, like, the fact that I said I go for the gold, I think I meant metal-wise. The metals. Gold, bronze, silver, that shit. Hey, Evelyn! Have you said something? I didn't know you were in the chat. I am awful at looking at the chat when I'm channeling. I have to stay channeling or, like, the chat just throws me off so much. It throws me off the whole channel, the whole game. I can throw the whole reading off if I read. So if you said something before, I am sorry I did not give you a shout out because you are back again. And Lorraine's back. Oh, don't be shy. But I get it, though. I don't like talking on people's lives either. It's like, I don't know what to say. Like, yeah, hey. I feel like such a dork. And that's what it is. You think you're dorky. And you're like, but you're not. If you're a dork, then I'm a dork because I'm talking the whole time. Oh, I know. I'm not going to lie. The chat started a little bit rough. But I couldn't tell if this person was being serious or not. I think his name was Conrad. I don't know. I stopped listening to him. But it does get greasy in the chat sometimes. Like, those bots come and they just start fucking shit and saying things and being all mean to people and telling me to get offline. Nobody cares. I'm like, grow up. What are you saying? Why are you here? Go find somebody else to fucking play with. I don't want your shit, Satan. Hell no. Hell no. I don't have time for it. But I don't let them defeat me because my previous channel, those bots would come into the live and they would start attacking me so bad that I would end the live. And I'm like, I'm not ever going to do that again. I'm not going to do that. Like, there's no way. I'm not going to let those little friggin' farts fucking fuck up my shit. Exactly. Trying to kill the vibe. You got it. They used to just exhaust me. And now I can't even see them anymore. I'm so like, whatever. Who's talking? That's why I'm like, it does suck because other people say things that are nice. And I think they're fucking with me because of the other people saying mean stuff. So I'm just like, I just throw my hands up. I'm like, I can't read the chat. I'm just gonna read Spirit. I don't want to read the chat. It's too complicated. I'm gonna do the marijuana cards and then I'm probably gonna kill it. Oh man, I got my snake a new enclosure yesterday, a 40 gallon. No, was it 30 gallon? Oh, 30 gallon tank. Oh my God, he's so happy in there. It's so big. Oh, I just cracked my back. He was freaking up partying all last night in his new enclosure. Oh my gosh. I love getting my snake stuff. Oh, you have no idea. That's where I saw my ex-boyfriend, at the fucking snake store. Oh, God. He was so angry with me. All I could feel was anxiety. Oh, it sucks to be you. Wow. Okay. This is weird. Okay, so somebody in the chat. Ooh, okay. So we have Silence in Reverse. Okay, Silent Retreat in Reverse with Solo Magic. Okay, Creation Solo. So, with Miracles, Codes of Nature. So, I think somebody who's watching, you might be on like some type of silent retreat, some type of like code of silence, or just, I don't know, summoning to yourself or saying to yourself, like, I know a lot of my collective is doing solo shit because y'all tell me about it. Okay, like whether you're emailing me or commenting, you're letting me know that you're single and not ready to mingle. Okay, and I get that because it's really hard to get your energy separated from people all of a sudden and not in your aura all the time and in your space. Okay, so but for the collective, okay, for the narrative is that now nature wants to work with you. So collective is in harmony with the laws of nature. You know what's so nice? Actually, I rewatched Mowgli. I don't know if you've seen that, the Jungle Book classic or whatever, the remake one, like the real one, right? The not real, but I mean the AI one. Okay, so I rewatched that and I was wondering why. Because there's always a reason why I watch kids' movies. And it's because of the magic. It's because kids believe. And I need to believe in what I do, because if I don't, I lose all my superpowers, right? So I need kids' movies. I need to see magic. I need to see, magic go up in the air and like all that AI shit. Okay. Surprisingly, when you're a witch or, practicing magic or doing tarot or whatever, you need that stuff in your life. Okay, you do. It's, because the real life human stuff is too much and we can't focus on the real life trauma human shit. We need to concentrate on how to be a kid to get into that world where we can exist and coexist with everybody and not be where they are, angry and mad and upset and pissed off and 9 to 5 and in the bullshit. Okay. So you're abiding by what Mowgli does. Is the whole point of why I brought it up was because they have to beat Shere Khan. All Shere Khan is doing is bringing madness. He's killing everything. He's torturing things. He's doing things for sport and for game. But nobody in the jungle can do anything because there's a code. There's a code. You can't hurt another being. You have to let the laws of nature do what they have to do. But Mowgli goes against Shere Khan and uses human tools to take out an animal, which you're not supposed to do. But because I'm getting goosebumps right now, because Shere Khan was so mean and was so bad, Mowgli was allowed to breach the codes of nature in order to save everybody. Okay? I can actually cry right now. I don't know who's getting emotional, but this is a pretty big message, okay? So, and he also went on a very silent retreat, okay, to realize what he needed to do, okay? And a lot of it is solo, but it's not solo because you have now created a group with you. So whoever is universally working with the codes around them have something coming in for them. Okay, consider it a treat, Spirit says. Consider it a treat, okay? And it's something that's going to grace your life because of how wounded you've got by doing the right thing. Like Mowgli, they all get beat up. They just get beat up by this tiger. They surrender to him every time because there is no other way. You're not supposed to do it any other way. But sometimes you gotta get the knife. You have to kill it. You have to end it. It has to be done with. Okay? even though he was super hurt by the end and he was like almost dying anyways. Well, perfect, because that's where this collective is that's trying to hurt people. They're so far gone now and they're so overly tired and exhausted that when you come back with this, when you hit them with this, you'll kill them and they'll never resurface again. So trust where you're going. Wherever this message is taking you, trust it, because it's obviously hitting with somebody, okay? Trust it, because where there is a blissful moment coming, the universe is going to give you this, okay? It's for your sorcery magic. You're doing magic with something, okay? And I think you know what you're doing. And it's one of those things, like you said, Evelyn, I just like to stay quiet. This is something that you just do things quiet, because not everything is about publicizing it and talking about it. Like, I know this one chick, all she does is volunteer work, okay, which is great. Yeah, do your volunteer work. But why do you have to take a million pictures while you're there? What does that mean? You're not doing it for the sake of doing it. You're doing it for your fucking social media. You're doing it for people to look at you as a saint, right? You're not doing it because they really need your help, right? It's like you did something because you wanted to do it. So pay attention. Okay, pay attention. Spirit says pay attention, because something's going to get given to you. Okay, that's where this shit gets given to you. Okay, like my body's like trembling. Okay, like it's trembling. Like I got like I'm cold, or I went from I'm really hot to cold. Like, so this is definitely for somebody. Okay, look at transformation. Okay, transformation with loyalty, just go, and protection. So kind of that's what it is. I mean, after Mowgli defeats Shere Khan, he has ultimate protection. He has protection from the beginning of his life now to the very end. There is never going to be a moment where he's not protected. Okay, and I mean that comes with its highs and lows. Okay, that comes with its good parts and its bad parts, but it forever changed him. And that's the thing, when you let go and he went back to his loyalty. That's really what he did. He didn't have to go back. They let him go. They dismissed him. They didn't accept him in the pack. They didn't say he was a wolf. They didn't want him around. So they sent him back to the humans, to the man. That was destroying them, by the way. Okay, total hypocrites. And when all of a sudden they couldn't defeat man anymore, or Shere Khan, where do they go? They go back to Mowgli. They go beg for Mowgli, right? It's kind of the same thing. Okay, so it's protection. So it's like you were outcasted. You were that was a silent retreat, you know, like this was something you didn't want. Like you were ostracized, you were kicked out, you were told to go fuck off. So you started doing solo magic, you started doing everything by yourself. Fine, I'll just do everything by myself. You want to hang out with me? Nobody wants to hang out with me? Fine. I'm gonna do everything by myself. Okay? That paid off because you weren't by yourself. You realized you had nature all around you. You had birds around you. You had fish around you. You had water around you. You had nature around you. Fuck humans. Let's start doing some spells for nature. Let's start putting some good shit up for mother. Like, why are we concentrating on all these people that just hate us? People that are just concentrating so much shit onto us, right? Because those are your haters. Those are the ones that want you to stop. But if you never stop, if you concentrate your energy somewhere else, then the energy of the universe will keep you going. Those haters are just milestones. Those are just things that you click off your list. Like, oh yeah, I kicked another hater off the bridge today. Still going though, because they're never going to stop you. How can they? Hey, Brittany, look at who came back too. Look at everyone's coming back. It's so nice. Good to see you, ladies. Everyone's coming back. Power of the pussy. We're sticking together, ladies, and it's not going to break up this time. We are sticking together. I'm not saying that the men can't be there too, but I'm like, rise women, all right? Rise women, all right? We're not getting beat by those damn sausage fests anymore, are we? No. And that's the thing, is like, some of us, man, we got kicked down hard. Okay, I'm not saying that the collective man did not as well, okay, because they got kicked down by the women that were assholes. The women that make us real women want to punch in the face. The Karens, okay, and I'm sorry if anybody's named Karen, that's really cool, because there's nice Karens and crazy Karens, but the crazy Karens, okay, they make us women want to be men, because we're so chill and so opposite that we go like, oh my God, is that a woman doing that? I don't want to be a woman right now. I want to be a man, because that's not woman-like, right? Very disgusting. We know the difference, okay? So you are very, very loyal to something. That loyalty is coming back. So you have major protection. And I'm also getting like Taurus energy from this protection card. So I feel like something Taurus. Where are we right now? Pisces, Aries, Taurus. Okay, so we got 2 seasons before we hit into Taurus. So something pretty big. Maybe that's okay. So that's that's the next couple of months where Spirit is like there's gonna be some shit happening. Yeah. Oh, perfect then. Perfect. Whatever you're doing, universe is congratulating you. They're definitely acknowledging sorcery that's been put up there. Things that the collective and people have done for the sake of other things, not for anything in return, nothing, you're not doing good deeds. Like we said, you're not going to do these good deeds and taking pictures and posting them every year. You're doing these good things because if you don't do them, then who's going to do them? And if you do them, then, the place that you sit beside the river is so much nicer after you clean up all the garbage. Sure, it helps the nature, but it also helps you enjoy it, right? So you could have done something like that. You could have cleaned up an area. You could have, just appreciated nature in its finest. And that's where the laws start to come back around, because the people that do desecrate it and do take it into their own hands and take and do whatever they want, they don't quite get the protection like we do. And like I said, that comes with its good and bad, because, yeah, it just does. Anyways, so I'm going to call it a night because it's 2122. 211122. That was some pretty crazy numbers I just caught on the fucking clock right there. 21122. I just heard a bell go off. Wow. Okay, yeah. Ending of the reading. Ooh, Spirit has act with initiation and legacy. Oof. Oof. Honestly, some of y'all are going to be leaving legacies when you die. Like, this channel, I'm not deleting it before I die. If I die tomorrow, it stays up here forever. It's my legacy. After you die, shit just doesn't get taken down. All right? Whoever is hearting the shit out of this reading, I just want to say, all those hearts right back, my friend. All those hearts right back. So much love. So much love. I can feel the love. I can really feel y'all tonight. Let me tell you. I can really feel y'all. So, whoever sent in some of their telepathic questions, I will answer them in the next couple days. Okay, I know there was quite a bit of energy that came in. Obviously, I can't do all of the readings that you guys want and all the questions, but I definitely feel like there's some incoming questions that I can answer over the next little while. So stay tuned for that. And, thank you very much for being here. And I'm so thankful for you guys being here and coming back. That was so great. I hope you got what you needed and got a good laugh. And I'm sorry if anybody saw my boob. I'm never going to wear this when I do another tarot reading again. I just am kind of embarrassed. I'm a hand talker, you know this. And I just cannot believe how much I was uncomfortable in this shirt. So I'm just going to apologize if anybody saw anything that was just so inappropriate of me to wear this. I'm very sorry. I'm just Jesus, Whitney. Honestly, there was this one year, I'm just going to say, I just don't see the human body quite the way that everybody else does. And sometimes I'm just a little too loosey-goosey with my attire. And I apologize with that. Okay, I do, because I'm not a whore by any means. Like I said, I haven't had sex for a long time, so I can't be a slut. And I'm not trying to get negative attention. So I'm just I'm mortified. I just want to say that. Thanks, Brittany. 555. Fucking right. I love that number. All right. So, peace out. Everybody have a great night. All right. I hope it resonated. And I will be live again very soon. All right. Probably tomorrow or the next day. Aw, that's awesome, Evelyn. Awesome. All right. Well, I hope you guys get the notifications when I go live again. And I will hopefully see you all again. All right. Mwah! See you all later. Bye, everybody. Bye, Brittany. Bye, Peacock, Brittany. It's the peacock flower. I know. Isn't it so pretty? Oh, I just love it. Anyways, bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. All the love back. Bye-bye. See you later.